Hi guys, my name is Ruqayyah and I'll be doing mathematics with you today. What specifically? We are doing problems involving simultaneous equations, right? So, problems involving simultaneous equations. Please pardon my handwriting. As we can see in our textbook, we've got example 29, which states determine the first three terms of an arithmetic sequence if the fifth term, so that's T5, of the arithmetic sequence is equals to 12, and the 14th term is equals to negative 33. So when solving simultaneous equations, you know that you have to first solve and use what you're already given. So they gave us the term of 5, which is equals to 12, and the term of 14, which is equals to 13. So this is an arithmetic equation. If you still remember, the arithmetic equation goes as Tn is equals to a plus n minus 1 close bracket times d. So a stands for the first term, n stands for the term number, and then d stands for the difference in the arithmetic sequence or series. So now let's start with T5 is equals to 12. We say Tn is equals to a plus open bracket n minus 1 close bracket times d. Tn we already given that is equals to 12, so you place 12 in the place of Tn. We don't know what's the value of a, we place a there. We are given the value of n as 5, so we place 5 in the place of n minus 1 times d. We were not given the difference, so how do we solve this further? You say a plus 5 minus 1, it gives us the value of 4, so that's going to be 4d equals to 12. So this is our first equation. Let's name it a. And then we are given T14 as equals to negative 33. We do the same thing that we did with the value of term 5. So we're going to say T14 is equals to a plus n being 14 minus 1 times d. Now in the place of 14, we are given Tn as negative 33. So we say negative 33 is equals to a. 14 minus 1 is equals to 13d. So this is equation B, right? So let's solve it simultaneously. You can decide whether you want to say equation B subtract A or A subtract equation B. So I am going to say equation B minus A. So now we say B minus A, right? We've got our B as A plus 13D equals to negative 33, and then we've got a as a plus 4d equals to 12. Now on our calculator, I don't know if you can see from here, right? We are subtracting a from b. A minus a gives us 0, so we don't put anything there. 13 minus 4 gives us the value of 9. So we've got 9d, and then we say negative 33 minus 12, right? It gives us the value of negative 45. So now we can determine the value of d from what we got here. So we say 9 divided by negative 45. 9 divided by negative 45. This 9 on the d cancels out, and this one cancels out because 9 over 9 is 1. So there's no need for us to put the 1, so you can just put the d. And then negative 45 divided by 9, it gives us the value of negative 5. So we've got the difference as negative 5. So this is very crucial in us getting the value of a. So now, since we've got the value of d, you can choose between a and b to substitute the value of d. I'm going to go with equation A. So I'm going to say 12 is equals to a plus 4d, right? And then 12 is equals to a. We don't know the value of a, but we know the value of d as negative 5. So that's going to be 4 times negative 5. What's 4 times negative 5? I believe it's negative 20, but let's double check. 4 times negative 5, it gives us the value of negative 20. So we've got a minus 20. Don't forget the sign. If you multiply a positive value with a negative value, you always get a negative value. So that's why we have negative 20. So a minus 20 is equals to 12. You can also do it the other way around. You can say a minus 20 is equals to 12. Now, we don't know the value of a. So in mathematical rules and terms, you know that if this is a negative on the other side of the equal sign, when you take it to the other side, it becomes positive. So now we've got 12 plus 20, and that is equals to a. So if we say negative 20 minus 12, it gives us the value of a positive 32. So that's the value of a. So to check if your equation is correct, whether your value of d and a are correct, we say Tn is equals to a plus n minus 1 times d. Let's substitute what we know. We've got the value of a as 32, plus we don't have the value of n minus 1, and we've got d as negative 5. Tn is equals to 32 plus negative 5n. Negative times a negative gives us a positive, so plus 5. So now we say 32 plus 5. 32 plus 5 gives us a value of 37. So it's 37 minus 5n equals to Tn. So we can put it the other way around to make the equation make much more sense. We can say minus 5n plus 37. Now, this is our equation. This is our equation, right? So let's check if this equation is correct. In the place of n, we can substitute the value of 5, and we should get an answer equals to 12. And we can also substitute the value of 14, and we should get an answer of negative 33. Now let's do it on this page to confirm that our answer is correct. The equation is correct. So it's Tn equals to minus 5n plus 37. And we say that we are going to substitute 5. So we say T5 is equals to negative 5. In the place of n, you put 5 plus 37. So the answer should be 12. Here on the calculator, negative 5 times 5, right, plus 37. The answer is 12. So now we know that our value or our equation Tn equals to negative 5n plus 37 is correct. You can also do the same if you want to double check. You can substitute 14 in the place of 5. Let's just do it together. 14 in the place of 5. We've got negative 33. There it has it. So now you have to find term 1 to term 3. Term 1 to term 3. So what's the value of T1? T1 is equals to, we use the equation, minus 5, put 1 in the place of n, plus 37 is equals to 32. So that's T1. T2, we put 2 in the place of n. Don't need to complicate things. You can just substitute and still leave it like that on the calculator. Is 27. And then T3, you substitute 3. It gives you 22. Now you can go further and say T4, and let's see if this is really going to get us to what we were already given initially, which is the T5 equals to 12 and T14 equals to 33. But I'll just end at T5. I'm not going to go all the way to 14 because that's going to take forever. So T3, we got the answer. Now we need T4. We've got 17, and then T5 should be equals to 12. If it's not, then we are all wrong. 12. Since we've solved example 29, question A, anyone interested in sharing what the answer for question B is? I would truly appreciate it and see if you really understood what I was teaching today. So hence, determine the fourth term. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope to see you next time. Bye.